Hello guys, hope you are well. In this short film, you will see a driver who has asked for help with the way he deals with junctions. Interestingly, incorrect procedures at junction. Now, this is the most common reasons why people fail mostly in the driving test. Now, please note that all the driving faults you will see in this film are simulated and are conducted by the professional ADIs. And Peter, who is doing the role play, he is also an audit trainer. In this small video, the faults we simulated, a lot of learners, they get failed during the test. Now, I hope you find this film of interest and that it will help you pass your test at the first attempt. Thank you very much for watching the video. Hello everyone. I have got a pupil over here. He passed his driving lessons long time ago. Peter contacted me and he wanted to get some refresher lesson as he's struggling with some approaching junctions or some procedures in junctions. So I'm here to help him out. So let's talk to Peter what exactly he's looking to do today. Hello Peter.
Hello, you're Raja, I believe.
I am Raja. How are you doing?
Oh, very well, thank you.
Good.
Very well indeed. Yeah.
So you contacted me a while ago that you're looking to have a refresher lesson. So can you explain to me what made you prompted to do that lesson?
Well, yeah, I mean, I've been driving a long time. I passed my driving test when I was 17.
Okay.
And I've driven regularly, but as I've got older, I've started to lose a bit of confidence.
Okay.
And I don't think it's a health thing. I've recently had my eyes checked.
Okay.
And there's no problem there. They're perfect. And e-specs, of course, but, you know, I can read the number plate and that. But just recently, I've got a bit scared because once or twice I've made a few mistakes at junctions.
Okay.
And a good friend of mine who was a policeman at one stage, and he said, you need to get a few lessons, really, and just brush up on your junctions.
Okay.
And that's when I contacted you.
That's
to see if you could give me a bit of tuition. Really.
We will do that. So we will going to start driving in a minute. We will cover some T-junctions, some crossroad junctions, or any junctions come along.
Yeah.
We might do some right turning, the left turnings, and I will see how you're doing it. Okay. I'm sure you will be fine, but if we do come up some mistakes, I will explain to you.
Yeah.
And we're going to pull over safe somewhere. Is that okay for you?
Yeah, fine.
Good. So whenever we're ready, we're going to start the engine.
Okay, so and then we're going to go. This is my car, by the way, so I'm quite used to it, you know. I think as I've got a bit older too, I seem to drive a lot slower.
You're doing perfectly fine, I'm sure. End of this road, I want you to turn right, please, Peter. Okay, so I want you to take the next road to the right, please, Peter. Next road to your right, please. Okay, so when it's convenience, I want you to park up to the left, please, for me.
Anywhere?
Anywhere when you feel it's convenience, please, for you. Thank you. Excellent. So you're definitely experienced driver.
Yeah.
So you definitely have got a good control. How you think you did while you were coming?
Well, so far, I feel I'm doing okay.
Good.
So
Okay.
far.
Yeah, you were in a good control. Just wanted to ask you, so when you were signaling, before signal, you checked your mirrors
Yeah.
and signal, which is pretty good. When you join a new road, you check your mirror, center mirror, and then you carry on. Now, we do have got side wing mirrors as well.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Um,
These here, yeah.
So when you're signaling right, for example, what we tend to do, we check our center and the right mirrors, and if possible the left mirror as well. But side mirrors are important as well to look before signal. And when you join a road, you check your center mirror only, but you didn't check the side mirrors. Why you think is important to check your side mirrors as well as your center mirror? Any idea? Have you ever thought about it?
Well, when I learned to drive all those years ago, it was MSM, wasn't it? Mirrors, signal manoeuvre, and I think the car that I learned to drive on didn't have these extra mirrors, and
Wow, okay.
I don't think I've ever got used to using them, to be honest.
Okay. Well, I mean, the safety is now paramount for in the UK. You have to be, if you want to be passing a test or good driver, you need to know your safety. So, side mirrors are there for a reason. For example, if you are turning right and if you have checked your center mirror, now imagine for a second, what if a cyclist or the motorcyclist or maybe other road users coming from the side, would you be able to notice them?
I suppose you could miss them, couldn't you? Because they might be in your blind spot.
Correct.
Yeah.
So it's important to have a look. Now that is obviously before you turning right when you check your signals. Now when you join a new road, you check your center mirror, but you didn't look your side wing mirrors. Now why you think it's highly important to look your side mirrors as well when you're joining a new road? Any ideas?
Well, I suppose the same again, isn't it? When you've turned a corner, somebody could be trying to overtake you.
Absolutely.
Left or right.
Who's
and,
somebody?
Yeah, you may miss them.
Yeah, so in that scenario, there could be cars coming fast. They want to overtake you, cyclists. So this is why. So what I want you to do next time when you're going to be turning right or left, make sure you check your appropriate side wing mirrors as well.
So if I was turning right at the end, I'd check the centre mirror first, would I?
You check your center mirror,
then
your right mirror,
then
that's right.
signal.
Then signal is better.
And if I'm going left, centre mirror, left mirror,
and then signal.
and then signal.
Why we do that? Any ideas? Why we check our mirrors first and then signal?
Do you know, I don't really know.
So if you check your mirrors first, it will give you a rough idea if there's anybody else there. And when you signal early, that means the other road users behind you, they get to know what your intentions are.
Right.
So you know where they are, and then obviously they can get to know what you're doing. So that is why it's important to check your mirrors. You get to know them, and then you signal so they can see your signal nice and early as well. Because if you signal and then you check your mirrors, and then you might get a shock. Oh, the cyclist just around the corner.
Right, yeah. So it's all about timing, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, I understand that now.
Good.
I've not been doing that.
So let's try that.
I'm glad you pointed that out, you know, because I didn't realise they were so important.
That's why you're doing the fresh lessons. Okay, Peter. So whenever you're ready, please, let's drive off, please, for me.
Okay. And I'll try to use the mirrors in pairs if I can.
Yes, perfect. Okay, so end of this road, turn right, please.
So centre mirror, right mirror, signal.
Excellent. Okay, so end of this road, turn right, please, for me. Okay, Peter, after when we pass the bend, I want you to park up to the left when it's convenient, please. Good. Well done. So you definitely now know to check your mirrors, which is excellent. We just done a T-junction.
Yeah.
How you think you did on T-junction?
Seemed okay to me. I couldn't see a problem really.
Okay. Your approaching was so good. You were in a control. You lower your gears, your clutch down. You were approaching, and you were planning yourself to stop because it was a closed view T-junction. Now, do you realize about your positioning? Do you think your position when you were turning right, was that correct, you think?
I really couldn't see anything wrong with it.
So your positioning was slightly towards the middle right lane, but it was a bit more to the right. You passed
So I was too far over
to the other lane.
Ah, right.
Now, any idea why you think it could be? What's the consequences of going into the wrong lane? Any
So
ideas?
let me get this clear. As I came to the T,
Yeah,
you're saying I effectively cut the corner a bit.
you were. That's
Yeah.
right. Yes.
Now, would that make it a little bit more difficult for people, especially coming from my left, if they were turning into my street? Would that make it
That's
a bit more difficult?
Yes, it will make it more difficult because that means that because they got the priority. Remember that we're giving them away.
Yeah.
But if you are already cutting the corner in their lane,
Right.
would they be able to turn easily? You think or not?
They'd struggle, wouldn't they? Yeah, they'd struggle a bit.
They will struggle. So always remember to do the lane discipline is very
Yeah,
important.
keep a bit more left. Yeah.
Keep more to left. So apart from that, again, very good approach, good control. So maybe the next junction we will try to get this better as well. Yeah.
Okay.
Good. Any questions?
No, quite happy with that.
Okay. So whenever you're ready, Peter, let's drive off, please. For
Okay.
me. Thank you.
Thank you.
End of this road, Peter. I want you to turn left, please.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, I want you to turn next left, please. Okay, when it's convenient, we need to park up to the left, please, Peter. Thank you. So, how you think you done so far? So, you feel you're getting to know now a bit more better about your signaling, T-junctions, right turnings?
Well, I'm certainly using the mirrors better, aren't I? I got into the swing of mirror, mirrors in pairs, and I'm quite happy now with the positioning.
Good.
When I'm turning right, but we've just done a couple of left turns, and I think I felt a bit of a, especially on the second one, I felt a bit of a slight kind of bump or something. What do you reckon that was?
Okay, so basically what actually happened, you touch the rear tire to the curb a little bit.
So it wasn't a stone.
No, so you were too close to the curb that time as well.
Right.
So your left turning, this is why I pulled you over here, that on your, especially the second one when you were turning left, you were a bit too close to the curb, the left curb.
Right.
What do you think consequences for that if you're too close to the left curb when you're turning
Well, I
left?
could see two problems really. You could actually catch your tyres on the curb. You could scuff your tyres on there. Could damage your tyres, couldn't it?
Absolutely, yeah.
But thinking about it, you're a bit too near to pedestrians, isn't it?
Absolutely. Think about
kid is playing on the
pedestrian, or what other road users sharing our road which were hard to see? Cyclists
coming up on the inside.
Absolutely. So roughly I would suggest if there's no cars parked, then we normally give about a gutter length, so people can obviously have enough space for you to go around. If you've got a cars parked and you're going around, then you have to give 1 meter. So next time when you're going to be turning left, try to give yourself roughly about a gutter length when you're turning. It will benefit because you're not going to hit the tire. Other road users will easily come past if they will be coming as well. Okay, so any question for that?
No.
You understand that?
No, I understand that.
Good. All right, Peter, so whenever you're ready, let's drive off, please, for me.
Watch the cat.
So end of this road, Peter, turn left, please.
Okay.
So end of this road, I want you to turn left, please. Okay, and when it's convenient, Peter, can I please park you to the left, please, for me? Thank you. Well done. You're definitely improving your mirrors, your positioning is definitely
I feel
getting
better on the mirrors, actually.
Well done, good. Now we done some T-junctions recently, and we were coming out of the junction, we were turning left. How you think we did that?
Well, I was nice and slow. I was in first gear and I crept out slowly, didn't I? Looking both ways.
Excellent. Okay. Now, there was some, this is where I think all of today's lesson, I would say this is the serious fault you were making. And let me explain to you why. So when you were approaching a T-junction, as you say, you were first gear approaching slowly, fine. You did stop or slow down and you were looking to the right. Now, when you're emerging in the T-junction, we give way, don't we?
Well, there's nobody coming, was there?
So nobody was coming from the right because you were looking at the right. Did you look to the left?
Well, I did. Yeah, I did look left. I looked right first, and then as I was pulling out, I checked.
So as you're pulling out, so what ideally you should be doing, you should have stopped your car there because it was a closed view junction.
Right.
Then you should have looked to your right or look all mirrors, but then left as well. Once you're 100% sure that nobody's coming from the both sides, then you can gradually move your car and then turn. Why you think is important for you to stop in the closed view junctions, look on the both directions, and then go out? Any idea?
Well, I suppose I think what you're trying to say to me is that before I pull out, before the front of the car begins to emerge
Yeah.
from the junction, I should look everywhere, not
Everywhere.
just right. I think what I'm doing, and I've just realised it, I'm looking right, and I'm assuming
Are you looking at the
it's
left?
clear looking left.
Because you're not looking at the left, what is the consequences for that when you're pulling out?
There could be a pedestrian on the corner, I suppose.
Okay, so are we going into the pavement or are we going to the main road?
Well, we're pulling out onto a more major road.
So who are you gonna face on the main road or major roads? What type of road users you gonna face normally?
Vehicles
Vehicles coming towards you, isn't it? They might be coming in. Or just imagine when you're turning left, there might be a car parked on the right side and the oncoming car overtaking that car coming in.
on
coming
my
into
side
your
of the
side
road. Ah, right.
And then what will happen? The next thing you know, they're here. So it's always important to check all the mirrors. Once you're 100% sure, then move out slowly and then turn.
Now, if somebody's overtaking on the wrong side of the road
Yeah.
and I pull out into his path, would it be his fault because he's on the wrong side of the road?
So remember, we are giving way. So we have got a give way line to give it to cars coming on a major road. Now, if that car is already committed overtaking that parked vehicle, you need to give it to them as well. Even
So
though
they got priority.
they got the priority.
Right.
because
I didn't realise it.
because they already committed.
Yeah.
So I hope you understand this. Now this is a major factor, because if any learners out there, they're watching this video, if you commit this mistake on the test, it will be a serious fault. So safety is very, very important. So I hope you understand this as well, Peter.
Right, okay. So if I do some more of those, I've got to look right, left, right. Keep looking in all directions and only pull out when it's 100%
Correct.
safe. Yeah, got that now.
Good.
Yeah.
So are you happy with this?
Yeah, I've got the idea of that, yeah.
Good. Okay, Peter. So whenever you're ready, please, let's drive
Okay,
off.
thank you.
End of this road, I want you to turn right, please. Stop, 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 stop. There was a car coming as well, Peter.
Right, so I should have stopped behind the white line.
Wait it there, and then
Yeah.
let's-
Shall we get around the corner and talk about it?
That's it. Just drive off, and it's safe.
Shall I park behind the white van?
If you can, please, can you park right behind this white van? That would be nice.
So
Thank you.
why did you stop me then?
Okay.
It took me by surprise a bit, really, then.
So, do you feel? So far, I mean, we've done quite a lot of driving, and I've never have to use the word stopping, because this is your car. I don't have a dual control. Why do you think I have to use the word stop, stop, stop? Any idea? Do you think your surrounding? What made me to do
Well,
that?
I got the impression that you panicked a bit, really, because the car coming from the left was on the other side of the road, wasn't it? So
Yeah.
I couldn't see any danger, really.
Okay, so there was a T-junction, and we were on a give-way line. We discussed about this on our other left turning. Now, as you were turning right, you did look right, left, you done all your mirror checks. As you're pulling out, that car was coming in. Now, imagine for 1 second if that car was quite close or cutting the corner from your side.
Right.
Then what would happen?
I suppose he could have hit my car into the...
That is why we have to give way to the major road traffic, or anybody on the main road. That's why we have to give it to them. Now, there could be other reasons. So because you were pulling out, and again I noticed you were looking a bit more to the right,
Yeah.
need to look everywhere before you commit yourself. Was it open view or closed view junction from the right?
It wasn't. The right seemed to be more difficult to see than the left, actually.
So in this scenario, same thing again. Should have stopped there. Look on the both sides. And again, we talk about a defensive driving, didn't we? So it's better to stop. Look, now there was a car indicating going to the right. Let the car go first. Have a pause, look again, and then commit yourself. And that's all about safe driving, really. And that's what you should be doing, because if that car was coming quite fast and you pulling out, the next thing you know, you might have a crash with that car. So that's why I have to use the word stop, stop, stop. Do you understand that?
So I took a risk.
You took a risk over there, and then if it's a real exam for all the learners out there, that would have been a dangerous fault, not even a serious, because obviously we are risking dangers over there that you're coming out on somebody else's road. So do you understand that?
Yeah.
Any question with that?
Well, I understand. No, I think I've learned quite a lot today. I'm beginning to realise why I've been losing my confidence.
Okay.
I've improved on the mirrors.
Well done.
I had one or two issues with positioning, but the main thing seems to be the pulling out bit, or the emerging bit, where I just need to be a bit more careful.
Yes, so always about have a pause, look your surroundings, or do a risk assessment, what's going on, and when it's safe, then you commit yourself and then emerge.
Good. Well, I've really enjoyed that. I think
Good.
I've learned a lot from
So I
it.
hope you learn a lot from today. Well
Yes,
done,
indeed,
and
yeah, thank you very much.
that's for you today's lesson.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Well, I hope you enjoyed this film, guys, and have learned more about the T-junctions. So good luck with your driving test, and remember, it's not about just passing your driving test. It's more about being a safe driver for the life. Thank you for watching my video. Please do like and subscribe the channel. I will see you in the next video. Take care.